Hello, fellow mayors. Welcome back to the city of Avalon on the Cape Apple map from Plazas and Promenades DLC. In the last episode, we took an in-depth look at Area 5, the area beautifully tucked between the highway and rivers. In this episode, we're going to take a look at Area 6, which will live here on this peninsula. I'd like to create a wonderful beach area where we have this beautiful sand. A really nice large pedestrian-only area here, and within the pedestrian area, use these seaside resorts buildings. I want to create a really nice elevated tram line from the metro station to our right into the pedestrian area. I know this episode is longer than usual, but I guarantee it's worth the length, and I hope you make it to the end. Fast forward and we have the road and pedestrian area laid out with services. Now some zoning with high density European, self-sufficient, modern city center, heart of Korea, those unique seaside resort buildings taking shape. And now let's review the outcome of the work. Let's start with the tram line leading into the area, which originates from the metro station in Area 7. We have two tram lines at the metro, one carrying citizens to Area 6, and another connecting this Area 7 to our campus area. We head out past an elementary school on the left, an apartment complex on the right. A nice European path connects the tram stop to the area below. Roads with biking and a pedestrian bridge connect this stop to the local residents and those in Area 5. The second stop is by the high-capacity schools. This is a beautifully decorated spot with paths leading down to the ground level. Later in the episode, we'll revisit some of these areas at night to see the lighting work done. Down to the third stop. This stop provides a transfer from this line to a tram line that takes you to Area 5 across the river. This stop features a heart-shaped set of fountains and is nestled next to a park. It's also the last stop before entering the pedestrian area. Now moving into the pedestrian area, we zoom past some hotels, large service buildings, and high-density residential. This stop connects us to some schools, mixed-zoned areas, hospital, and the edge of the historic area. The last stop takes us to an area with a ton of mixed zoning, low and high density residential, high density and specialized commercial, office, elementary school, historical area, and connections to the ferry. A loop tram network below can scoop up riders and move them within the pedestrian area. Now let's take a look at the right side of the peninsula. We have some heart of Korea zoning. I love this light density zoning that looks almost like high density. You can see folks are using the key to get around. It's connected to the pedestrian roads in several places. A really nice shot down a wide pedestrian path. In this odd-shaped block, I used the walking paths and some props to create a nice area to get something to eat. We have the ferry stop sitting right in front of some nice modern city center buildings. First, a 4x4 corner and 2x4 side, both at level 2, and farther, a 4x3 corner and a 4x4 side, level 1. On this island, we have a research and lighthouse station using modern Concord, ultra-modern control tower from the airport's DLC. We also have some stonework for a wave break. office and leisure in this area. I use a lot of the tiling and props from P&P in many locations in the pedestrian area. Some nice high-density self-sufficient buildings. In front, a mix of 1x4 and 2x4 buildings. That's historical at level 1. Behind them, some 3x3s. Some services and a nice spot using the tiles in this 2x2 and 4x4 self-sufficient complex. A historical area using the Seaside Resort unique buildings, and behind them some high-density European. I wanted to include some parking for the pedestrian area for those who can't make it via mass transit. Another example using tiles and props. And some more detailing mixed in with this Heart of Korea zoning. The biking connects to the quay and continues along the shoreline. The biking connects to this area of mid-century modern and goes up towards the metro station, as well as continues along the coast. Eventually it will make its way downtown. Along this 4-lane road, we have some wall-to-wall, office and residential, with some Heart of Korea and mid-century modern just behind that. I was going for that mixed density, mid-density look in this area. We're about halfway done, so let's go ahead and take a look at the right side of the tram line. A gorgeous hospital. I really love this one. And not too far from that, a nice spot for some elder and childcare. Another spot where I use the tiling. I really think the new crematorium is beautiful, and I really like how the high-density European in this area is fitting in with the seaside resorts. I also love how the European identity gives you the opportunity to create splendid courtyard scenes. You can go basic with trees all the way up to extravagant with all kinds of props and lighting. Let's go ahead and get our feet sandy and take a look at the beach. I really like this cluster of seaside resorts. All these buildings look great together and convey a sense of a large resort area. Right next door to that, we have some University City light density commercial, lovely tiles in the back, and beautiful storefronts along the pedestrian path. The more high-density European, it's a mix of office, residential, and commercial, with great detailing in the middle. Next door, we have some leisure with nice detailing in the back. And if you can't tell, I went a bit bonkers on the detailing in this area. I think it came out great, but it does take quite a bit of time. Here, a nice resort hotel with beautiful fountains and flower work in the back. And on the end is a nice wall-to-wall residential area with some more detailing. Like I mentioned before, this tram stop is a transfer onto the Purple Tram that has a stop at the beach and continues over the water to connect to Area 5. This is a great spot with a nice shot of the beach as the tram passes by.
So you think you're pretty cool, huh? You walk like you own the world, yeah. I guess that no one ever told you that it's all in your head.
Now the beach is something I take great pride in. It looks amazing. We have sand dunes with short vegetation in the front, bordered by the natural reserve fence. I love the beach props, chairs, umbrellas, all that stuff. The tower from Natural Reserve Park serves as a lifeguard stand. We have a little kayak as like their rescue boat, and a link post serve as the flags designating where to go swim. I brought the water inland to be able to place things like the pavilion from City Park, boat tours, fishing piers, boating cafe. Then I moved the sand back in to create these awesome places on land to go see the water, eat some food, maybe enjoy some sun. The boat tour has a nice building on it that maybe could be a public restroom. And at the end here, we have a nice pedestrian bridge that connects the biking and walking between the two areas. And that's the tour of Area 6 during the day. I know this one's been a bit longer. I hope you stick around for some night views. A few beautiful night shots. Here's the tram line at night. You can see I added lighting to the paths leading up to the tram stop. I also added lighting to the paths around the park. I love the glow around the fountains. At the last stop, I doubled up the lighting around this path. The odd-shaped block I pointed out earlier, with some food trucks and places to eat. It looks great around the leisure area. And another spot around the tall self-sufficient buildings. It's cool how different fixtures give off different light color, known as temperature in the business, as well as different intensities. Some lights are dim, and some lights are super bright. And here, a nice contrast of a courtyard lit and another not. The beach at night looks great. Looks like the sun is rising, kicking me out of this video. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy building.